Nearer to you.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and good afternoon, dear citizens of Gqeberha, Eastern Cape and South Africa. Not limited to South Africa alone. We are speaking to the people in UK. We're speaking to guests in all over, in fact, globally. You are tuning into our Gqeberha FM, where we bring the gospel nearer to you. I am Unisa and I am hosting today's show, the Midday Talk, with me, Unisa. Like today, across with me is sitting. What's this, Lorraine? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Let me just say, she's so nervous. So, let's just do this, Nim. Before I read your bio, before I do anything, dear listener, we are tuning in. The time is 1 minute past 1 on a Monday. It's a hot Monday. It's a very sunny Monday. It is 24 degrees Celsius in Gqeberha. I don't know where you're tuning in from, but please do note that your notepads, your diaries, and your pens should be in handy right now, because we are speaking to Mrs. Dilata Zingelwa of Legacy Queen. Do you have any shout outs? Do you have anyone that you want to give a shout out to? Because I'm seeing a lot of people who are watching online.
Yeah. I promised that I was going to give a shout out. First of all, I'd like to greet my family, Dilata family, in Umtata, the other ones in Gauteng, the other ones in Western Cape, and of course in Port Elizabeth. And there's also some here. I would also like to greet. They actually they actually gave me the list, like to greet them. I also had Obabli from Babli Concerts. She said I should shout out to her. And also my clients, and my customers, my support system, everybody that is behind me, my friends, all of them. I'm greeting them today, and a special mention to one other lady that is in Umtata or Amahle. She said that she was gonna collect everyone to sit around her. And then they're all gonna listen, so I should send a shout out. So yeah, yes.
Shout out to everyone.
Yes.
I'm not gonna mention names because they were mentioned. And shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting Legacy Queen brand, and thank you for supporting Agape FM, and thank you for tuning into your favorite radio station, Agape FM, and the Midday Talk session with me. I know this one is your favorite. Okay, so like we always do, we always read you the bio so that you know who we're talking to and what she is about. So today is no different. We are talking to Lorraine Dilata Zingelwa of Legacy Queen brand. It is the Legacy Queen brand. Legacy Queen brand is a Gqeberha-based business solely owned by Lorraine Dilata Zingelwa. Her aim is to leave a legacy for generations to come. Hence, her business name Legacy Queen. She is energetic, brilliant, beautiful, hard worker, self-motivated, and reliable. She holds a bachelor's degree in human studies and majored both in communication sciences and public administration, which was obtained through Unisa in 2018. She is fully employed in one of the government departments in Gqeberha. She is passionate about entrepreneurship and self-development. Legacy Queen brand has currently 4 businesses under its umbrella and is intending to expand. The business started operating in 2014 as Legacy Queen Mobile Nail Artists, which would doing nails at the comfort of the client's preferred space as well as home. It was then formally registered in 2017. In 2018, the second baby was born and was named Legacy Queen Burial Scheme. Where they target market being mostly underprivileged mostly being the underprivileged, they developed quite affordable covers to cater for the employed as well as the unemployed. In July 2020, during the hit of the pandemic, a new baby was born again, which is Legacy Queen Cookie Room. They started distressing through baking, and in no time, it turned into a profitable and operational business. It is the busiest of all their businesses. Oh, this one is the cash cow. Legacy Queen Academy was formally launched in June 2021. They saw the need because they are based in the location where they are exposed to all the challenges children face, which is drugs, unemployment, teenage pregnancy, etc. They started the academy in March 2021 with 13 children, formally launched in June 2021 with 21 children, both girls and boys, and had about 100 attendees in the event, and currently has 23 children, both boys and girls. It has many programs which has exposed the children to and current project running in the Legacy Queen annual Spelling Bee competition. Oh, I'm so excited to be talking about that today. They have designed Legacy Queen Spelling Bee to develop children's confidence, presentation, and cognitive skills, positively shaping their attitudes for life as well as enabling them to stay in school longer. The majority percentage of South Africa's population is children below the age of 17 years, and the future belongs to them. Unfortunately, majority of them do not finish school. This is caused, among other reasons, by low competence, low literacy rates, and lack of interest. In fact, the Eastern Cape is one of the lowest ranking provinces in matric results. Their competitors will be children from grade 6 to 7 and grade 8 to grade 9 from our disadvantaged community, and they are looking at about 50 competing children. Legacy Queen. Wow. Wow. Okay, so today is gonna be a blast. Today is it's hot outside, and let me just say it's about to get extra heated in here. So, moving right along with no further ado. Sis Lorraine, you don't mind me calling you Lorraine, right?
No.
It feels uneasy to be calling you by name, but okay, this is the opportunity. So Lorraine, tell me more about yourself. Just introduce you yourself before we tap into the Legacy Queen. Who are you, and what are you about? In a nutshell.
I am Lorraine, and let me correct you. My surname is Dilata.
Oh.
I'm not certain how you pronounce it, but it is Dilata. Dilata Zingelwa, and I am from the Transkei, the former Transkei in Umtata, but I grew up in Johannesburg. And then arrived in PE some years back, where I can say I then found myself and I started knowing who I am exactly. So at the moment I'm staying in extension, and I'm working in one of the government departments.
Right. Okay, welcome to Gqeberha FM. Welcome to the Midday Talk with me. And let me just say, because I stalk. In fact, they say stalking. I do my research. I'm doing my research, and I came across quite a number of things. And let me just say, the spelling bee was the one that was on top. But before we get to that, what inspired you to develop this idea behind Legacy Queen?
Okay, Legacy Queen. I say Legacy Queen is a brand. That is how I call it, and we are real, relevant, and original. So what inspired me, I don't know if I have a right to call names of other people that inspired me in the radio. I don't know if it's going to be free publicity or what.
Do they pay you?
Yes. So I was inspired by a gentleman called Gqeberha, Max Gqeberha. He has this umbrella with so many businesses in the under the umbrella. So for me it made sense because most people are believing that if say you do nails, then automatically the next thing that you're going to do it should be hair or a hair salon or what. It's like it is limited onto that direction. So for me, I thought that it's supposed to it's not supposed to be like that. You're actually supposed to reach into different spheres, into different people. So I'll have my beauty people doing the beauty side. I'll have my bakers on the baker side. I'll have my my consultants for the burial scheme side, and I'll have my students and my parents for the academy side. So yeah, I felt that I'll touch more people if I do different things that I was intending to do. And I can just mention that when I do the first business, I don't know what is going to happen next. I don't know what is going to be my next business. It's more like I don't know if it's a dream or what or how it comes, but I just wake up that particular day knowing that okay, now I am doing this one and it works.
Entrepreneurial skills,
I guess.
Entrepreneurial skills. You just wake up and you have this big idea and love it because you've got 4 now and you never planned that.
No, I never knew that after this one I'll do this one, after this one I'll do this one. No, it just happens. I don't even know even now what would be my next business.
Okay.
I'm hoping to have 6.
Yes, you're hoping to
have 6.
To have 6. Yes, that's the goal.
Then I'll be okay.
6. Okay, now we're on 4. So 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Intombi yasemamiyeni thandi yaso is saying siswarm with hearts. Thank you, Ntombi yasemamiyeni. That's quite a long name. Anyway, so when you started the business, what strategies did you use? Did you first use to market your business?
Word of mouth. That is how I started. Like I started most with nails. I did my friends' nails. My first nail client, I don't know if she's tuning in. My first nail client was Judy when her name is Patterson. I don't know if she's tuning in though. When I came from buying the start kit, I went to her house and I still have the set. So she spread the word, and I think that is the most powerful strategy, followed by, of course, social media, that is Facebook. So, and the other thing that people don't take as the marketing strategy is the way you handle yourself around your client. So the relationship that I create with you, it automatically tells you to go and tell 10 more people. My nails client will tell you that during December we have our savannas at the salon. So yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So it's more word of mouth, and the way you interact with your clients, and the way that you also carry yourself. I love how you mentioned that if you are respecting, if you carry yourself in a way, then clients will always say, "Hi, Mama, Siapa, legacy queen," because it's nice there, and you get more than the nail service. You get more than that. You get advice as well. So yeah. So please do come to the nail technicians at Legacy Queen. You have 4 businesses under Legacy, Legacy Queen brand. What's unique about all your businesses?
Again, I will say it is the way the interaction that I have with people. So whether it's a nail client, it's a bakery client, it's a burial scheme client, it's an academy. Like for instance, my academy kids are my friends. They call me Magazi. Like I'm a parent kind of a vibe to them. So I think what is making me unique, it is the interaction more than anything. I take each individual as an individual. I deal with each individual as an individual. Most of my clients, everyone, they believe that they're all my friends. I'm sorry, you actually my friends.
You are my friends.
They're all my friends. They're all so comfortable to be around me, and even if I make a flop, they understand my flops, you know. So I think that that's what is making us unique.
Well, knowing what you know right now, because you started the business in 2014.
Yeah.
Right. Now it is years later. You've got you've got more information, you've got more experience now. And knowing what you know right now, is there something that you would have done differently from when you started?
No. There is nothing that I would have done differently. Especially from what I know now. I think the fact that I started from the ground, in front of people, going up, it actually helps me to respect the craft more, to understand the craft more, to be grateful more, because now I never got money that was given to me, say maybe 2,000 rands, go start a new business. No, I knew that okay, I asked how much is the starter pack, and then I was told the starter kit, and then I went there, and then I started from there. I knew that if I start charging 50 rands, for instance, then the more experience I get, I'm gonna be 60 rands, I'm gonna be 70 rands, then that's how it's gonna grow. So I wouldn't want to start any different, because I think if I would be given a good start, if I can put it like that, I wouldn't be able to respect the craft itself. So yeah, so I'm okay with the way I started.
Desiree Tamako is giving hearts. Okholwayo ngam is you show inspiration tolokazi. John Lingeju is saying, oh, I just pressed hard in there. Great interview for sure. Desiree saying again, fly that legacy queen flag high, sis, you are a true inspiration. Ulisa, so many comments, I'm losing count. Ulisa Mzimasi is giving hearts as well. You have such a good customer base, such a followership, and let me just say, I am inspired right now. Dear listener, you're still tuning into the Midday Talk with me, Unobi Sambeke. Like, this is Agape FM, where we bring you the gospel nearer to you. I am still tuning in. I'm talking with Lorraine Dilata.
Thank you.
Dilata Zingelwa of Legacy Queen brand. You also mentioned in your bio that you are fully employed.
Yeah.
You run your own business.
Yeah.
How do you juggle the two?
I think it's all about respect. It's all about knowing what you want. It's all about knowing that if you don't do it, no one will do it. It's all about not feeling what is this? Not being babysit yourself. You cannot babysit yourself. For instance, I know that I can be coming out from night shift, and at 10 I must deliver a cake. So I would not be saying, but I can't because I must get home and sleep. I must go and get Red Bull and drink Red Bull and do the cake. The client wants the cake. So it is all about discipline. It is all about knowing what you want, knowing your future, knowing exactly the goal. I think that the most important is having a vision, having a dream, and knowing where you want your dream to take you.
Goal driven as well. You did mention that you are self-motivated.
Yes.
You also mentioned that you are I read it somewhere that you are not an inspiration as such, but yes, you are an inspiration, but now you set yourself to a point where this is what you're doing and you are going to achieve that.
Yeah.
Someone said that and I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so when I keep saying that you are an inspiration, people are looking up to you. People don't stop what you're doing. People are inspired with what you're doing, and you motivate a lot of people. Which brings me to my next question, because now you're fully employed, but you're doing all these things. You're doing all these businesses which are running successfully. What are the other businesses? Because we keep saying other businesses, and you also mentioned that there's a nail artist, there's academy, and what are the other businesses that you have?
Okay, 2014 started the nails. I think I respect more my nails client more than any other client, because that is how I reached out to people. That is, my nails clients are my bakery clients, they are my academy clients, they are my berry scheme clients. So nails clients it was my, I can say, my breakthrough. We define breakthroughs differently. Someone else, the breakthrough will be financial breakthrough, and for me it was getting the exposure. And that is one piece that I got from my nails client. So that was 2014. What I did uniquely on the nails business, most, nails people, they sit at the salon and all that. Now what I was doing, I was going to your house and do your nails at the comfort of your own home. That worked for me, and it brought me so many clients. So like, as I'm saying, you need to be always different. Try to be as different as possible. And then the burial scheme was born in 2018. That also came as as a surprise. Like, I had a friend, Veliswa Hlazo, she stays in Tata. She knows my strengths. We tried events some time ago, but I think I'm not for partnership. It didn't really work, because I saw that it works now that I'm alone. So she knows my strengths. So what she says to me, that there is this thing that is happening this side. There's this berry scheme thingy that is happening. It goes like this and that and that. Don't you want to try it out that side? And then there's one thing about me. I'll think something today, and I'll give it my all today. I will say to you that, and I expose myself, because I will say to you that I started a burial scheme.
And you're still thinking about this thing. And
I can't, the fact that I told you, it automatically gives me pressure to actually do it. So that's how the burial scheme was born. And then I looked at the affordable underwriters and all that and all that. Yeah, and then because I had to touch abantu who are in the level I am, because I try by all means to I'm very passionate about underprivileged people, because I believe that whether I am where I am, I'm very underprivileged. So that was 2018, the burial scheme. And then 2020, COVID-19 happened. And then obviously everyone was affected, or rather or affected, or what's that in English? That
affected.
So I was also the one person who also got the COVID-19 in June last year. So July last year. So whilst I was still in quarantine, there's a lady stays in Edutwa or Eto, that side. Name? She said, she's my Facebook friend. Her name is Sive Oza. She said that she is going to give classes for the scones, for baking scones and the banana loaf. And then people who are interested must contact her. Then I thought, I'm stuck at home, so
might as well.
I might as well. And then she is a very powerful girl. Also, she gives wholeheartedly. She will tell you every little bit of into, and she is not she believes in giving out to other people. So I joined her class, and that was the best decision I ever made. And that was July. And then in September the 13th, I did my first cake, 2020. I don't know how many cakes have I done up to now.
From September 2020?
Yes, that was my first cake, 13th of September.
That's how good you are.
And then obviously what is this thing, COVID-19 happened, and then there was this on the department that I'm working. I don't know if I can mention the department. I'm not certain what to mention and what not to mention. So the department that I'm working, it exposes me to so many things. So there was this 350 thingy, money thingy. Then I would see the long queues, and for me it struck that these people that are in these queues, it is because they aren't working.
True.
So they have to get this 350. And then I had to look back. Why are they not working? They are not working because of the decisions that were made when they were still babies. If a 12-year-old is a baby. When they were still there. That is when the entire thing changed. They were not taught what to do and what not to do in order to be successful. So then I thought, I also made fair share of mistakes. There's so many mistakes that I wish if someone would have told me that if you do this will happen, I wouldn't have done them. Powerful. Then I saw the need that we cannot let our kids go through what we went through. So there must be a way of trying to change, to diversify the entire thing, the entire system. Because now kids of today, they are going to their own direction. So someone had to do something. Someone have to save them from themselves. So I then Legacy Queen Academy then started. We call ourselves a school of life. That is what we are teaching about life. We are teaching them things that parents don't teach them. Things that parents are unable to communicate to them. Things that were not communicated to us. Financial aspects, communication aspects, confidence, all these things. What is this? Criminal acts. So basically, Legacy Queen Academy teaches the consequences of what will happen if you sleep with a boy. You're going to get pregnant. That is what we teach. So it is now up to you, my child, to go and sleep with a boy. And then when you get pregnant, you will know that I was told that I will get pregnant. So that is the core of the academy.
Those are the 4 businesses, and I believe that the academy now is launching a spelling bee. Briefly, we're running out of time. Briefly tell me more about the spelling bee. What's happening? When is it happening? Who is it for? And where can we buy tickets if there are tickets?
All right. Spelling bee competition, Legacy Queen Spelling Bee competition, is for the kids from grade 6 to grade 9. You can register on my number 0839657721. And you register your child, and then it will be at the Anthenium in Fort something Fergat Street, Fergat Street, something like that in Central, on the 7th. That is on next week, Tuesday. It's 120 to get into the door, and everyone is welcome. And even the registrations, if you think that your child can still catch up, it's okay. The child can still come, and we provide the words ourselves for the kids to practice on that. They were going to be asked, that they are going to be asked that day. So we'd like to have that space full, kind of a vibe. Please. We need to make now education fashionable. We do attend gigs and all that. We never channel our time towards our kids. It doesn't happen. So let's try to change our mentality as parents. Maybe we can have a better world, the better next generation.
We are here to give kids and children a better future through the Legacy Queen Academy. And we are going to be giving again these numbers again and social media platforms. But let me just ask you, why the spelling bee? You could have done something else, but you chose to have an event for a spelling bee. Why?
Number one, it is educational. Number two, it is unfamiliar sport. Most people, people are actually asking me, what is the spelling bee?
Exactly.
What is happening there? What are these kids gonna do? And it's so shocking. It's so I don't know. So I always say I am the person who brings what we think. I'm talking about me. I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to be anyhow, but me as a black person, things that we're not really exposed to, I'm trying by all means to bring them to us, because it's not like we are unable. We are able. It's just that we are not exposed to these things. So we need to change our mentality and know that we can do anything. We are beautiful, we are strong, we are powerful. We can do anything that we want to do. It only takes an effort.
It takes an effort, and you're beautiful. You're strong, you're powerful, and you can do anything. Like I always say, anything is possible with God, and anything, it needs an effort in it. And please do go into Legacy Queen brand and their page for more information about the spelling bee. It is the first of Gqeberha. Let me just say that.
Thank you.
It's the first one. So yeah,
that's what I do. I'm pretty fast.
Yes, the first. So I am looking forward to attending. I'm looking forward to witnessing this great opportunity for our kids. I wish I was in grade 6. Hey, I would be spelling acoustic right now. Anyway, what are the future plans for Legacy Queen brand?
Okay, as I said earlier, I'm not a person who knows what's
going
to happen next. I don't plan. So God just tells me that I can just wake up tomorrow having a Gqeberha radio station.
Okay, we heard that. Right, okay. So you don't plan, but let me just say that we applaud you for what you're doing. We applaud you because it's just been a short period of time, and you've done what you've been doing, and you've done it greatly. You've done it successfully, and may your future endeavors be blessed. Prosperity on your name and prosperity on your brand as well. I have Zingelwa Xiqolani. I'm thinking now that is because the surname is the same. Behind you all the way, hearts Ndinga Ndagandini. Let me just repeat that. Ndinga Ndagandini. That is powerful. And Peter Ordinary saying, business queen indeed. Okay. All right. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. Where do we find you on social media? And also, please do repeat the number again for someone who might be interested in applying for their kid, or they want to buy a ticket just to support.
Okay. We are a Legacy Queen brand. That is that is our main page, Legacy Queen brand. And then if you can get into there, you'll be able to see my personal what is this?
Your account.
But unfortunately, I've reached my limit. I can't accept new people, so you can just follow. And our number is 083 965 7721. Whatever that you want, whether it's cakes, whether it's what is that one number, whether anything, there's no other number that we use besides that number. And you are going to be talking to me directly when you go through to that number.
All right, and there you have it, folks. Legacy Queen brand was here. Legacy Queen brand is here to stay. I'm joined by Lorraine Dilata. I'm gonna say that surname again. Lorraine Dilata Zingelwa of Legacy Queen brand. Like we always do, we never allow, or we always ask our guests to leave a word of encouragement. You also mentioned that we need advice out there, we need motivation out there. So in a nutshell, in a small in a summary, what would you say to someone who's trying to make it and they are just they're stuck, they're feeling stuck?
Okay. I say start with what you have. Believe in yourself. Never wait for Lorraine to tell you that you're doing good. Do good and believe in yourself that you're doing good. I always have people, once I have lots of followers. So I have people who, when they start their businesses, they always ask me to, please share in your status, please share what. I tell them, I will share when I see I see you giving me that zeal to share.
To actually share.
You need to love what you're doing. You need to make us sing a perfumely with what you're doing. Then we're gonna see the need to share. So be your own cheerleader. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own cheerleader.
Be your own cheerleader. Okay, now I'm cheering for us at Agape FM, bringing the gospel near to you. Well done. And well done to Legacy Queen Brand. Thank you so much for coming through, sis. And we appreciate you coming through. And I hope and I pray and I know that the spelling bee will be a success. And I know that the 50 that you are looking for is coming through. And dear babies, those words, you know them off by heart, so no need to practice. But yeah, do practice. Do practice. And the time now is 36 minutes past 1 on a Monday afternoon. It is 24 degrees Celsius in Gqeberha. It is hot outside. It is heated inside. I am Unisa Mbekela. This is Agape FM. This is the midday talk session again with me, Unisa Mbekela. Please do find us on social media. We are Agape Radio on YouTube. We are Agape FM on Facebook. We also have a website and an app. Darling, I don't know. We are all over. We're all over. So please do check out all our social media platforms. Like, subscribe, and share our YouTube platforms. From me, it is a goodbye, and thank you again to Legacy Queen for joining us. Let me just say that I'm also a queen somewhere. From us, it is a goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye. And I'm leaving you with Snot saying, simply devoted.